I just hope my generation raises some men that know how to get their shit together. Because I'm just tired of us having to carry these men along and nobody's carrying us along. It's just too fucking much. That generation right before us, our parents' generation, the 60s, and then their generation, it's like these men are just fucking coddled, and it's so fucking annoying. It's like, bro, why the fuck do I always have to be the one to figure some shit out? Like, it's just too fucking much. Like, nigga, do something. Figure some shit out. Fuck. We can't never be down and out and have our men take care of us. You know what I'm saying? We always have to have a plan. We always have to have our shit together. We always have to lend a hand. It's like, fuck. Get y'all shit together. My son ain't gonna be like that.
I mean,
I actually didn't get to see the whole thing earlier. I just saw the very
it's
beginning.
terrible. I mean, at the end of the day, everybody, listen, rich people, poor people, broke people, I don't care who you are, you always need a plan and you always need a hand.
That's not what she's saying.
I'm just saying that she's saying, why do I have to be, right?
She's saying, why do I always have to have it together so that I have to help you, empower you? She said, I never get to have an off day. You have a bunch of off days because I'm over here hustling. I'm over here, working every angle. That's what she's saying.
This sounds like a woman who can't identify a man.
No, she just said it.
No. She's identifying males.
No,
she's not identifying. A man does not have an off day.
You're not listening. You're right. What I'm saying is that she's like, where are more men like that?
No, she's saying to raise more men. Right? Which is cool because I don't want to go all the way into this because we're going to have to fuck it. We're going to do it.
No, but she's
No. First of all, a man cannot be determined when I don't know how old she is, I'm just guessing.
Young, she's young.
Let's say we're 23 and 24 years old, 22 years old. She's speaking from Generation Z. You're talking about a young boy. He's not even technically a man to another man. Another man will look at him and call him a little boy.
What's the age group for Z? Because
I think Z is from 1998 and up. I could be wrong.
I actually have no idea.
Born 97 to 2012.
So what is that? How does that make you?
97 to
10 to 25.
That's what I'm saying.
10 years old?
No, 10 years to 25.
25, okay.
So, and I said what, 24, 23? Okay, cool. So, Generation Z, if you're speaking from a Generation Z, she has no right to say that these men aren't men. First of all, they're young boys. 23-year-old, you're a young boy. 24-year-old, you're a young boy. 22-year-old, you're a young boy. Right? I said this on my Instagram. Men recognize men. So, once he becomes a man, that's when the other men would be like, okay, he's a man. But it takes time to become a man, right? Being a leader doesn't happen. You're not born a leader.
Can I ask you something? Because we're talking about generational. How were your parents when they first got married?
24 probably.
And my parents, when they first got together, they were like 24, 25, 26, some shit like that.
But that's...
No, this is the point that I'm trying to make. I understand what you're saying about age and about leader and this, that, and the other, but just 2 generations ago, people who are still alive, males became husbands and fathers. But the point that I'm trying to make is if we're looking at this like a generational thing, let's compare apples to apples, right? Because the generation that she called out, those men were husbands and fathers at like 22. So Alan, can I ask you this? If you're saying women should skip a whole phase, right? Because you're saying they should start preparing for marriage. Listen,
skip your whole phase.
Listen. I disagree with that, but preparing for marriage. So you're saying these women should start preparing for marriage, kids, all that at 20, 21, right? Let's say you get out of college actually, if you're just preparing for like being a wife or whatever, fuck college. Right? So you're going to start preparing for being a wife at like 18, 19, 20. So if that's the case.
So you're saying that a wife doesn't have to work?
No, I'm saying fuck college.
But if you're preparing to be a wife, you can still go to college to learn.
You can
still go to college.
You can still go to work, but why would you waste that time? If those women are preparing to be wives and mothers, right?
Yeah.
So, around, let's say at 20 years old, are there 20, 21, 22-year-old men who are going to match that energy and marry them? And be there and be a father and be a husband and be responsible and this, that, and the other, if that's the expectation of a woman?
I tell you what I believe right now in the last 15 years, right? So let's go from 2007. Women control the expectations on a relationship. So when you want to have a whole phase, guess what you're going to do? You're going to create more men to be less responsible for longer. Because why would I?
Wait, you saying the women control the men's actions?
Yes, the women, what a woman decides to do in a relationship will control the expectations and the reactions of the man. So if women are having whole phases, right? Why would I try to be a husband when I can get what I want for relatively little to no effort?
But why not? You want to be a husband.
No.
So why would you do that?
Time out. Let me explain something to women, right? Let me explain something to women. Most men don't care to be married. We will get married, right? But we don't care. If I could be rich and have 100 women, most men would be like, okay, right? But we also know that it's not realistic. We also know that having a stable home and a great woman behind us or aside us, whatever, will actually help us get there sooner, right?
So why wouldn't you want that?
Because there's no woman in the market at 22 years old that is worth that.
No. I'm asking why wouldn't you said if being married provides all these like positive things, why wouldn't you want that?
Okay, at 22 years old in 2022, the amount of women that are probably ready, willing, and want to stay in a marriage, and I'm guessing because we don't know, we're not 22, right? It's probably way less now than it's ever been prior.
That would make sense.
So why, if I'm a 22-year-old boy, why would I prepare to be a husband, a father, and a kid, and the person I'm gonna be a husband and a spouse to, and really the father of a child? Why would I do these things and prepare to be these things, and there's nothing in the market for me to prepare for? So with that being said, me and Erin had a great conversation today. If y'all want to see more, definitely tune back in next week because we always got new episodes dropping all the time. Those of you that are liking, subscribing, and sharing and commenting, we appreciate you. Shout out to the 100,000 subscribers that have already subscribed. Shout out to the new subscribers that's going to subscribe after today, and we'll see you next time.